Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader. My name is Mr. Singh. NIO baby, that's what I'm talking about. I'm excited, I'm pumped because we talked about it on our run. We talked about it, how it's gonna play out, and it's been exactly playing out as we predicted, right? Before I'm gonna talk about some new support and resistance level, let's talk about some news first, right? Hey folks, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, so you guys can be constantly be updated, right? So Citibank raises the price target to $72.58. A month ago, they went from they downgraded actually from $32 to $58. Now they went back, right? Citi has raised the price tag of NIO by 23.5%, citing the expectation for the strong growth of company shipment. Folks, we talked about it. It's like this is all the tech sector was rotation, and we had this chip shortage, and everything was not in the favor, and that's why it came all the way to $30, and it was a buying opportunity, right? Well, and we mentioned it by end of August, which I predicted based on my research and the technical analysis that on the sector rotation that we will be going back to up 50s to 60s, right? I still hold my target end of the year over $80. Yes, folks, end of the year I am still bullish on $80 on the momentum, right? So yesterday we talked about new battery stop stations were 289, right? Folks, today's date, 30th, right? Last day for the month was the trading, and we today's date we reached 300 battery swap stations in China as half of 2021 passes. NIO announced 11 new battery swap stations went into operation in China today in a most single day, folks. 300. Remember, the goal is 500 in end of 2021. As I mentioned, I won't be surprised by November. The goal will be met, right? So this is a very strong growth for the company, and they are fulfilling as they promised so far, right? So one more news before we talk about a very key important technical analysis. Sorry folks, I'm just too excited, too pumped, because finally I'm again seeing some gains for people, been holding these shares in 50s or 45s range, and they're finally getting their profits, right? But folks, this is just start, right? This is just a start, right? Like I said, I am here for long term. My goal is for hold it for next 5 to 10 years to see where this company is going to lead, right? So also today, June 30th, the new NIO plant reported at over 110 robots for ET7 production. NIO's flagship sedan, right? This is the first sedan they have on the process of making, is on its way for the mass production and expected to deliver in the first quarter of next year. It also have reboots handling large number of process and with other NIO models. As the part of preparation for the ET7 production, NIO has added more than 110 robots for the first factory and total number of robots at the plant more than 800 Autobit and web chat account to the automotive industry on Wednesday. So this is the robots they're looking on the picture. You guys can see that they added more to add more fast production, right? If I zoom it a little bit, right, so you guys can have a better picture. So you'll see on the video, this is the cars, right? This is the assembling line. Look at that. So hopefully you guys can see it properly. So this is pretty much is the assembly of robots useful to assemble the cars on, right? Hey, adding this means what? Faster production, right? Faster production means, and more cars on the market means more revenue for the company, and with that revenue, more growth, right? Okay, let's talk about some stock and the technical analysis. We are on the year to date. Let's take some of the support level off to have a better understanding, and I'm gonna keep some very key important support level if we have a pullback, right? Moving average, the 200-day moving average still lined up with the 60-day moving average, the 20-day moving, all lined up, pointing uptrend, folks. They're all pointing uptrend. MACD is right up here, crossover when we had a little bit of pullback, and as I mentioned, we expect some sort of little bit pullback, and we ran up. Only thing, every time we come over 74, we expect some minor pullback to reset the RSI to create higher highs, right? We are creating higher highs, right? Creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low, pullback, and then we went high, right? My next support resistance level was looking at 54. Folks, we went today at 5.68% today, right? That's a $2.86 from the uptrend, right? And I mentioned it that $54.91, it's something to watch moving forward. Yes, folks, because I'm going to go all the way back, folks, all the way back when we were at in November 2020, which acted as a huge resistance in past. Then we acted as right up here in January and in February too. Like, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can have a better look on it. Like, acted as a huge support, which we broke through. Once we broke through, we came all the way down to the $31 level, right? So that's something I'm keeping an eye to see if $54.91, if it's going to test it or we're going to have a pullback, which I also expect to have some sort of little minor pullback to have RSI cool off. People will be taking some profits throughout the process, right? So this is something normal that you'll see it, right? You'll see this up and down, up and pullback. It'll be creating a minor bull flags in order to have it, right? And the tech sector rotation is heavy right now. People are funding money on the tech, right? If I go, Xpeng was up, NIO, Tesla had a pullback today, but overall SP 500 is high. Let's talk about our Nasdaq, because that's something I'm watching it really, really close, folks, because as I mentioned that we broke through, we went high, and we're making some sort of higher highs. Today we had a minor pullback to create higher highs, right? So something we need to work out, because it's bit extended out, and it kind of worries me. SP 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, they all are all-time high right now, right? So I want you to embrace yourself to expect some sort of pullback, not a market crash. This people doesn't understand it. Sometimes a pullback, a market correction is required to create another higher highs, right? So when you expect that, it is, trust me, when it happens, I always be ready to buy more shares, because it is a buying opportunity, right? So something we're watching really closely. Feds is speaking this week too. So something we need to keep an eye that once you have this pullback, it's just a correction. So market correction, it's due right now, folks. It is due. I don't want to scare you guys. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm not a bear, right? This is all my research. I am just being precaution of what is going to be next and what is my plan to buy more shares if this thing happens, right? So overall, we broke through this support level at $50.11. Look at this, folks. We expected that. We kind of go bouncing around, and we destroyed it, went all the way high of $53.84 today, and we have a lot of room to go test it at $54.91. Like I said, as I mentioned that we will be over $50 this week. We are, and I'm expecting it to go and test at $54.91 and see if we're gonna break out or get rejected on that. Because RSI at the bottom right here, it is at 74.2. It's over 4.42. So that's gonna have some kind of cool off, because remember when you look back, when we had this cool off period right here, we had a massive run. We went all the way from 45 right now all the way to 53. So that's kind of cool off. Sometimes it's needed to have RSI to go through, right? 300 battery swap station, 110 new robots to build more cars. What else we need, right? We need keep this growth keep coming through so we can see this company is legit, right? If people had doubts, I never had those doubts with this company, right? I just all wanted it because fundamentally the company is great. Well, I'm excited. I'm pumped how it's gonna play out this week. Hey folks, don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button so you guys can be constantly be updated. And let's go, NIO. Let's go, baby.